Jim.
He's over there congregating.
Jim.
Still
Oh, he can't hear. Waiting on you.
dig in.
Well, good evening, Washington Courthouse. It is Wednesday evening, March 22nd, 2023 at 7:30 p.m. Time for our second regular meeting of this month. At this time, Mr. Schultz will give us an invocation and Mr. Hawk will lead us in the pledge.
Please stand. Bow your heads. Lord, thank you for letting us gather here tonight. Give us the strength, the stability, the persistence, the ability to make the right decisions for the citizens and the city of Washington Courthouse. Keep us all safe and in good health. Thank you for being there, and thank you for listening to us. Thank you for everything, and in your name, Lord, amen.
Please join me in giving the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. We have a substitute for Kelly tonight. Mr. Denon, a roll call, please.
Chrisman.
Here.
Hawk.
Here.
Hernandez.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Schill.
Here.
Blair.
Here.
Lynch.
Here. We have the approval for the minutes from March 8th, 2022. Did anybody see anything that needed to be changed, altered, mistake, whatever?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from our regular meeting 3/8/2023.
I'll second that.
And roll call.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schill.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Do we have any communication, Mr. Denon?
Sylvia wrote you a letter about the chicken ordinance. I distributed it earlier.
Oh, okay. The chicken.
He's a kid.
Okay. But that was it, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have Service Safety and Recreation Committee in what color is that? Anyway,
It's neon green.
okay, Ted, you got that. Go ahead.
The Service Safety and Recreation Committee met in the council chambers located at 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, March 8th at 6 p.m. Ted Hawk presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council member, Ms. Kendra Hernandez, council member, Mr. Dale Lynch, council chairperson, Mr. Jeff Canary, police chief, Mr. Ron Sockman, service director, Mr. Joe Denon, city manager, and Mr. Sean Remington, citizen. Number one, the committee expressed their condolences to Mr. Butch Williamson Jr. and Mr. Todd Williamson upon the passing of their father, Mr. Butch Williamson. Number two, the committee benefited from a general report of the Washington Police Department. The administration advised the committee of the status of the new cruiser purchase. Number three, Chief Anari noted the success of a recent drug bust. Number four, the committee benefited from a general report of the Washington Service Department. Mr. Sockman noted the need for a manhole cutter. The committee recommended the purchase of a manhole cutter and that legislation be brought to council not to exceed $38,000. Number five, the committee recommended that legislation be brought to council recommending the bid of Cox Paving for the amount not to exceed $521,061.85 for the 2023 street and alley resurfacing program. Number six, the administration advised the committee that the wastewater treatment plant project was close to completion. Number seven, the administration noted that options were being explored regarding a sound barrier along State Route 35. Number 8, the committee benefited from an update regarding the bike trail. The committee noted that the trail survey was complete. The committee recommended proceeding with the trail project. Number 9, the administration advised the committee of the opportunity to purchase light poles in the downtown area to replace those that have been deteriorating. The administration noted that the light poles were made of a durable aluminum material. The committee recommended that the administration proceed with the purchase of light poles for downtown not to exceed $50,000. Number 10, the administration advised the committee of the positive feedback regarding the pond project at Washington Park. Number 11, the committee noted that the park side embankment of the dam may need attention and that further consideration of the matter was needed. Respectfully submitted, Ted Hawk, Chairperson, Service, Safety, and Recreation Committee, and Mrs. Kelly Ford, Recording Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Are there any questions?
I just had one at number 9, Joe may be the answer to this, those new poles they're putting in downtown, the
Yeah.
light poles. Are they gonna raise them up a little bit so water don't get to them, so they don't deteriorate so bad?
No, but the material, the pole and the base, the way it attaches is a different material.
Cause I know in the
Oh.
past they've kind of got wet and rusted.
Well, those half fiberglass, half pop metal things and the little flimsy galvanized thing that held them down there, that wasn't really made for them.
Okay. All right,
But
thank
we're
you.
putting up now, it shouldn't be a problem unless somebody physically runs into it, which occasionally happens.
Which happens.
Number 5, what is the correct dollar amount? We're missing a number, it looks like, or we added a number.
Oh, we're missing one,
It's a 0 probably.
yeah.
Either
Five.
that, 52,000.
521,600.
Yeah, we're missing a number.
It's not 500, is it?
No, she left a digit out.
Is it 50,000 or more?
521,000, if you made it not to exceed $620, you're not gonna have a problem.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Somebody wanna make a motion to?
I've got a,
Whoa, okay.
if we approve this report, does that mean number 5 is approved?
The correct amount.
At
No,
six-
I'm not referring to the amount in it, but that we'll go ahead with the resurfacing project.
Yeah,
All right. I've had a lot of complaints about the manholes being, some were recessed too far into the pavement,
okay,
and those are almost like a chuck hole,
okay.
some of them. In fact, a lot of them are. And I was hoping that would get corrected at some point, and I don't even think the paving company intends to come back and do anything.
You're talking about on Columbus Avenue?
Columbus Avenue is
Okay.
bad, I think there's,
Well, Leesburg Avenue and there's several others around town. But isn't that what this number 4 is all about, this manhole?
That would
cover?
make it much easier,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's gonna put a ring around and make them more, smooth them out.
that's on
But
us. but
Ted's
I mean,
arguing that we should
Oh,
make
I
the
see.
paving contractor come back and
Okay,
fix the
I
ones
gotcha.
from the
You're
last
right.
paving project.
That's a good point, Ted.
I can't vote for giving them the contract until they make that right, giving them a new one.
Okay.
Yeah, add that in to the contract.
I don't know if we can make an amendment to when we get on that, or,
Why don't you pass the committee report and then before we sign the contract, we will tell you where we arrive at with the manhole issue, okay? Will that work?
that's not a very,
Well, it's
Sorry,
authorization
yeah.
to sign the contract, Ted, but I'm telling you that I won't do that until we report back to you about the manhole issue.
Well, let's ask this, and let's go a little further. In the past, are they supposed to smooth out those manholes? Is that their job to do, or are they just
Well,
surface?
you want it to be relatively smooth when it meets up.
Right, okay. So is that their responsibility, who does the paving project?
You can have a little bit of debate about what that's inappropriate or if that's an acceptable way to deal with that or
Mhm.
not.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll have to explore that further, but I don't suggest that with the issues with asphalt and availability that you delay that contract. But we will explore what we can do about your manhole depth issue, Ted.
Okay, 'cause while they're paving, it's just a simple matter of paving up to the manhole covers, and if the manholes are too low, it's just a matter of adding another ring to it,
mm-hmm,
which is a simple matter, and they just simply figure, well, we get by with it, if we have to, we have to, if not, we won't. And they've just left it that way,
Okay.
and there's a lot of that goes on, especially with our paving programs.
I will have service report to you about the manhole issue and tell them that they got satisfied.
Okay.
Because I think that they would understand that if such problems continue, the likelihood that we keep accepting their bid for work that doesn't meet the standards would be rather low.
If you have multiple bids, yes, but you only typically have two.
Then we
one
got
or the
another
other.
option.
Yes, and one of them, we're quite happy that they continue, that Fillmore continues to bid. Cause typically, with the asphalt plant, you're gonna end up with Cox typically. So we're very happy that Fillmore continues to bid on the subject. Because they could very easily conclude the likelihood of us being successful in the contract is not very good and not pursue it. But there's been a lot of consolidation in that industry, and that is not a good thing for us.
So when the legislation comes before council, if we approve this, it will have that stipulation in there that Ted's concerned about.
We'll figure out a way to take care of Ted's concern.
But that's not saying, is it gonna be in the contract?
I need to think about the best way to go about that, Jim. Before, I'm not gonna tell you that I can absolutely guarantee. I'll figure out a way to do that and address the concern and alleviate that for you and get rid of that to your satisfaction.
Your word's as good as gold.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Do we have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept the Service Safety Recreation Committee minutes.
I second that.
Thank you. Roll call.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Mr. Dennis, did we have a liquor license change or?
Yeah, that's why you've got clerk's report.
We have what?
Clerk's report.
Down below, city
Oh,
attorney.
clerk's report, okay.
Yeah, I read that in a minute.
There it is.
I got it, all right. I was so used to just looking at the normal on this stuff.
Throw a cork in there already.
City manager, you're next then.
What did I do with, okay, here it is. Everybody wanna sing together?
Sing together.
Sing.
What are we singing?
Sing something.
Tis the season to file your taxes, fa la 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 la.
Oh, gosh. And all the comedians out of work.
Hey, I agree with you. She went,
Income tax 7:30 to 4, they are open Monday through Friday, and you can go in there and file in person. and meet Roxanne and Debbie, and they will be happy to help you out. You can drop off everything if you so choose at the nut drop of the city building, or we have the exciting option of you can file online. You can go to the city's website, www.cityofwch.com. You click on the government button, then you click on the tax department, and then you can find where you file from there. Or there is also the direct link, which is MITS tax, T-A-X, online.com/WashingtonCH, and you can do the adventure of online filing. But you need to remember the deadline, April 15th, and get that done, and the whole world is made a better place. City of Marysville and Union County, we recently took a field trip to Marysville and talked with them about their experiences with Honda. The city of Marysville was enormously accommodating and generous. Union County was also enormously accommodating and generous, and would like to thank them for their efforts and taking the time to interact with us about Honda. And I would also like to thank Honda. After we visited Marysville, they very nicely showed us the East Liberty plant, and we got to see where they actually put automobiles together, and that is a fascinating process, and the Honda folks were just wonderful. Now for the star of the evening.
Whoa.
Martin Renison has been an exceptional employee for the City of Washington Courthouse, an exceptional community member, husband, father. Quite honestly, we could never have envisioned somebody more dedicated to the fire department and the people of Washington Courthouse than Martin. When somebody retires, they send a little note over to city building, and then I gotta run a letter back. And some folks, writing the letter isn't a hard task. It's never something I enjoy. But other people, it's quite difficult. And Martin's was quite difficult. You're happy that the person has reached that point in their life, but you're also a bit sad that they're moving on. And exceptionally proud that a number of people from the fire department have accompanied him this evening. And in a bit, Mr. Lynch has a proclamation to read and a clock to present, and I thank you very much.
Does anybody have any questions of Joe before we do this? Okay, I'm gonna come around there. And I'm gonna ask Martin to come up here. I thought we either were going to honor a firefighter, or you guys were expecting a fire here in the building. This is much better.
Let's wait till next week, okay?
This is a much better reason to have all the firefighters here. Martin, this says, whereas Mr. Martin Renison retired from the City of Washington Courthouse after serving said city for over 30 years, ending his service to said city in the position of fire captain, March 30th, 2023. Whereas the City of Washington Courthouse takes great pride in the professionalism and dedication of its city personnel, and whereas the City of Washington Courthouse duly recognizes Mr. Renison's services to the City of Washington Courthouse and desires to express best wishes for Mr. Renison's continued prosperity and happiness upon the occasion of his retirement. Now, therefore, I, Mr. Dale Lynch, Council Chairperson of the City of Washington Courthouse, Fayette County, Ohio, do hereby present this proclamation of appreciation to Mr. Martin Renison and express sincere gratitude and recognition for services rendered by Mr. Renison to the City of Washington Courthouse, and obviously to the community and the people. That's the most important thing. And so this has been signed by myself as chairperson and by Mr. Denon as city manager. in the job of city council, we have a lot of things to do. Some of them are not as pleasant as others. This is one of the more pleasant things. Not because I want Martin to quit being a firefighter, not that at all. But because it's great to honor people who have served our city so well. And Martin, you have.
Thank you.
And so I give you this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And this is pretty nice. I like this. Martin, this is something that you can sit and look at and remind yourself of your service.
Watch the time go by.
And watch the time go by because it is a clock. Now, I want to get a picture. Do we have somebody to take a picture with Kelly
Yes.
not being here?
Set
And
up
I
that.
would like, can we get the firefighters to come up?
Yes.
Let's get them in here. And Martin, do you have family here?
My wife and my youngest daughter are here.
Why don't you come up here? We can get all these people in here. And I'm gonna go back around the city council because I want you guys, the firefighter family and your family to come up here.
That's my wife.
Tim.
Council members, if you would stand up, maybe they can see us.
Whoops, I'm sorry. Here, look at it. Let me put this chair. Let's get the chair
I always
over.
have to say squeeze.
Yeah, we gotta squeeze.
Yeah,
All right,
squeeze
get
in.
here, Kayla. All right. We gotta squeeze.
Okay, are we ready?
I think we
We'll
are.
take a few. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Got it?
Martin, congratulations
Thank you very
again.
much.
Congratulations.
Well deserved. Here's the box.
Very good.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Martin, here's the box that goes in. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thanks all you guys for showing up. That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thanks for family members.
Appreciate the recognition, thank you very much.
Yes, go ahead and make a speech.
I
We
will.
love
Actually,
that.
I will, actually.
Go ahead.
I will say, as much as I truly appreciate your recognition, but more importantly, I appreciate being hired 30 years ago. And it's been a very rewarding career. It's been great. So thoroughly enjoyed it. I appreciate it. Appreciate the recognition. So I hope I held up my end of the bargain as being a city employee. So
Absolutely.
thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Very good. Thank you. Very good.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
You get to have Martin home on a more level schedule now. Is that good or bad? No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he's got so many things to take his time with. Yeah. I love it. Nothing to do with painting, is there?
All right. Christina, do you have something?
Yeah.
Can I tell everybody that she's already made a report to us at the Finance Committee meeting earlier? So she's just kind of repeating for the public what she's already told us. So go ahead, Christina.
I
Not
won't bore you with
everything.
everything I told them. Okay, so as of the end of February, in our general fund, we have a cash balance of $1.3 million. We have investment through Star Ohio that continues to do well. We had a gain of $13,200 in February.
Wow.
And I just wanted to kind of reiterate what Joe already said about taxes, and the ladies in the tax department would ask everybody, please don't everybody wait till the last minute. They don't, that's not good for them. I did give them an example earlier that we have about 7,000 tax accounts, and so far only 1,600 people have filed, so they're begging, please don't wait till the last minute. I think that's all I have.
Any questions for?
That Star account, it continues doing well?
Yeah.
Is it outperforming the other?
It is, because it's tied to the interest rate keeps going up,
Yes,
that's why it's doing so
yes.
well. So if the interest rate starts going down, that
Yeah,
updated
I looked at
story,
that,
but-
it seems to be doing very well, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Pitstick.
Well, all I have to say is 2 weeks till we start mowing yards, so
Oh,
everybody
goodness.
realize we'll be out on the road in 2 weeks, making sure the yards are being mowed.
Him and he's mowing, no
Yeah,
doubt.
gotta mow.
Mark, you do the painting, and he did that, Mark does the mowing. Not literally.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Mr. Pitstick? Okay, we do have, now that I see it, we do have a clerk's report of a change of a liquor license. Joe, do you want to make any comment about this?
Oh, I got a script to read. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before council's request from the Ohio Division Liquor Control for D1, D2, D3, and D3A liquor permit from Swiggy's LLC doing business as Winkin' Willie's, located at 608 Delaware Street and Patio, Washington Square, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160. Request has been reviewed by the police chief without objection. This change of ownership, if you look, it's from Connie as president and Steve McDaniel vice president to Stephen McDaniel as president and Sammy McDaniel as vice president. All other parts of the license, to my observation, remain the same. Does council have any objections to this request?
You say there was a police report? Was there a
He
background
reviews
check?
it like he does our local records. And we report to the Ohio Liquor Control folks that we didn't find anything. But our background check, Ted, remember, is just, they're asking the police chief to review his local records, and he did that.
And this new person has lived here all the time?
I don't know, the permit remains the same. It would appear that within their family, they're making some changes. They're changing ownership from Connie as president and Steve McDaniel vice president to Stephen McDaniel as president and Sammy McDaniel as vice president.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but have they lived here, this new person, have they lived here?
I have no
the whole
idea.
time?
He was born and raised here. He lived at Williamsport for a while, on Chillicothe Pike on the right. Had sulfur water,
Th-
known him well.
That's the thing about these police background checks is if somebody's been away or from out of town, it's just really in the background check.
We report that to Division of Liquor Control, and Liquor Control has its own process to it.
Well, what is it?
Object.
Do you object?
Yeah. Yeah, I object and request a hearing,
Local hearing.
a local hearing.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
I believe we need a vote.
Chrisman,
No,
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez,
No.
Johnson,
No.
Schultz,
No.
Blair,
Yes.
Lynch.
No. So we will not have a local hearing. I think that's all then, right, Mr. Denham, we need to do with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no one signed up from local residents or taxpayers. I do see that we've received
Yes.
from our little person who brings presents to us. My wife loved the lip balm that you gave us last. Anyway,
Chicken scratch.
so I guess with nobody there, we'll move on to legislation.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a request.
Okay.
They're bringing soap. I hope Deodorant's not next.
We do make it, so if you'd like some, we can hook you up, but otherwise,
I hope
no.
I don't need it.
Next,
I've not noticed, sir.
All
next
right,
meeting
thank
is
you.
gonna be live chicks.
Not until you guys open.
Very good. So you're making this?
Wow,
Did you make the lip balm too?
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I mean, she helps.
Yeah.
She's the brains behind this outfit.
She's the brains. That is fantastic.
Well, she has
Thank you.
an excellent appreciation for people who cannot sing.
Now, wait a minute, if
We
we,
won't mention any names.
if we take a shower with this and use this soap, we're not gonna have a bunch of cats and dogs following us down the street on
We hope not.
chicken flavor.
Okay, legislation previously introduced, ordinance number 2, 2023. It is second reading.
I'll make a motion to put ordinance number 2, 2023 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, I would like to say something.
Go right ahead.
Your smile, if I was your worst enemy, it would make me melt. Both of you. But chickens are farm animals. That's my opinion. And so I'm not in I chickened out last time and voted with you, but I'm not in favor of repealing the previous ordinance and replacing it with this, so.
Any other
That's all.
comments?
No, that's all.
Roll call.
Chrisman,
Yes.
Hawk,
No,
Hernandez,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Schultz,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance repealing and replacing ordinance 803, 1958.
There's one more vote.
That's what she was just whispering
more
past
reading.
me.
New legislation in writing. First is resolution number R12, 2023, first reading.
I'll move we put resolution R12, 2023 in the first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Chrisman,
Yes.
Hawk,
yes,
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, to enter into contract with RC Childs Company for purchase of Main Street cast aluminum base pole lighting.
Resolution number R13, 2023, first reading.
I'll move we put resolution R13, 2023 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion.
well, I still maintain what I said earlier about this, but with Joe's assurance and since he's taking ownership of the situation, I'll vote yes.
Thank you.
So it's on you, Joe.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Chrisman,
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes,
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing City Manager Joseph J. Denon of the City of Washington Courthouse to award a contract to Cox Paving for the 2023 Street and Alley Paving Program.
Resolution number R14, 2023, first reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R14, 2023 on a first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Chrisman,
Yes.
Hawk,
yes,
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the city manager Joseph J. Denon of the City of Washington Courthouse to award a contract to Griffin Pavement Striping for the 2023 Street and Alley Painting Program.
Resolution number R 15/2023.
I move that we place resolution number R 15/2023 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion?
Well, I hope that this doesn't become something we use to repair a contractor's bad work. So I think it's a good idea and a good purchase, but, it shouldn't be on us to repair a bad job, so.
That's a good point, yeah.
Other discussion? Roll call.
Chrisman,
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, to enter a contract with Mr. Manhole for the purchase of a manhole cutter and leveling system.
All right, thank you. Kelly Sub.
You're welcome.
We're to miscellaneous. Mr. Johnson, what do you have this evening?
Well, there no longer is a person in their 20s on this city council.
You old
Oh.
timer.
Yes, and so now I've entered the advanced age of 30.
So have we.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
Years ago.
So what else is new?
It's fine. So, thank you to everyone who came out. I know that this sometimes is not the most thrilling way to spend your personal time. However, I know that everyone who is here because they care deeply about the city. So, thank you.
Kendra, you gonna say how old you are, Kendra?
29 again.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I passed out, or I let people, Sylvia passed out for me, the downtown shop hop events. And so as a community, if you need record of what's going on, most of the shops will have it. The city building has it. The tax department has it. And I would just encourage everyone to support. We have a full calendar and there's gonna be a lot of work, but I think there'll be a lot of reward with it in supporting your downtown merchants and food trucks and vendors and all that good stuff. So you'll hear me say it often. Next shop up is April 7th. So, extravaganza, adult Easter egg hunt.
I think I might bring some kids to help. They're pretty good at it. Okay, Mr. Schultz.
Well, thank you for the soap. I do appreciate that. Is this fried, roasted, or is it broiled? What?
Take your pick, whatever you prefer.
It's been a lot going on, and so it's been kind of exciting here tonight. So we try to keep it entertaining as much as possible. So you're not sitting there bored. But just a lot of things going on with the city. So it's kind of exciting and everything. So I'm glad to be part of it. So thank you very much. Thank everybody for showing up.
When you were
That's all I
saying
got.
keeping people entertained, you didn't mean dead and singing, did you?
Well, I didn't call it entertainment, but
Mr. Chrisman, what have you got?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming, although it looks like the biggest part of them are gone.
yeah, they left. That's after Joe started singing.
Oh, I did leave it, didn't I?
And Caleb, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I was told
Oh, yes.
once, I think I had to be 30 to get where I am now, but I don't remember. Anyway, happy birthday.
Mr. Lynch, can I ask a question?
Of course.
By age 30, how many times have you been married, Jim?
3, I think.
By 30.
Wait a minute, maybe only 2.
Okay.
I think only 2.
To only 2. Oh my
Way after
gosh.
that.
Anything else, Mr. Chrisman?
No, I don't think so. I don't think any of you need any marital advice, so I'll pass. After if they wanna get a divorce, I probably know the divorce law about as good as Caleb almost. Hey, Mr. Pitstick.
Now that's a good one.
Well, I've been through it enough
I've
times.
been through it
I had a
enough.
reserved seat.
That's a good one right there.
Judge Kaufman told me one time, she remembered making cookies for me, and we lived side by side. And she socked it to me.
You back again, Jim?
Mr. Hawk, whatever you got.
Well, I'm not used to being 21 yet, but,
Cause you forgot it.
yeah. I'm kind of relieved that the chicken, rabbit, and duck ordinance passed.
No,
Not
one
yet.
more vote.
One more time.
We got one more time.
Well, up till now. Because deep down inside, it's just on principle, I had to vote no against it, because I think, I don't know, I just, well, I gave my reasons why, but, I've got family that probably don't like me voting against it. And,
You're guilty.
but, anyway, I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Mr. Blair.
To change the atmosphere just a little, I'd like to express sympathy to the Sayer family in Bloomingburg. The tragic death of the young lady they found yesterday. And my prayers are with that family. And switching gears again in regards to Mr. Hawk's comment about changing his mind, I was kind of on the fence too till I seen this comment from somebody that said, now, what's worse, a barking dog or a sleeping chicken at night? Well, we know that the chickens sleep at night, but the dogs don't always sleep at night. So I stayed with my original opinion, Ted, so.
And if you're curious about the decibel level of a dog bark versus a chicken walking, it's in that paper that I gave you guys. Just
Thank you for the paper.
FYI.
That was
You're
very, that was a
welcome.
good response to the
Thank you.
Humane Society, it was. So, that's all I have, sir.
Okay. Again, I'll just repeat that, well, happy birthday, Caleb.
Yes.
Anybody else who said they were 30 or under lied, but happy birthday to you. And again, I want to say, you know, we sit up here and do our thing and take votes on ordinances and do that, but it's people like Martin Renison and the other firefighters and service department workers and police officers and everybody else who's out there doing the work of the city to make our citizens better and in better situations. So again, we're the ones that people see, they're the ones that really do the most important work. And so thanks to not only to Martin, but to everybody in the fire department, police department, service, and other employees that we have in the city. They do an outstanding job. Having said that, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Chrisman,
Yes.
Hawk,
Yes.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. We are adjourned.
Turned off?
When's your birthday?
Not yet.
today?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
He's gotta go over
Yeah,
there.
I gotta cross the
Oh,
room.
well, really happy birthday then.
Yeah.
When was your birthday?
Today.
Oh, today is your birthday.
Yeah.
Here, have a bar of soap.
You want some Teddy Grahams? I mean, I don't know.
It's all right.